Alright everyone, welcome back to God of War Ragnarok. Last time we explored Vanaheim some more and completed Freya's side quest that gave her a new sword and helped her with her past, and now I think it's time we go to Alfheim before we continue on. I really would love to continue, but I'm gonna go to Niflheim first, actually. See if we have rewards there. What are you laughing for?
Expanded my wares, if you got the raw materials to make them.
Like what? Round of Affliction.
And now for the goddess.
Can't upgrade a bit. Damn.
You know what you want? Need something special?
No.
Family crests? I'll take them.
What is this?
Ravens, the ones we've been destroying. Odin's little spies.
Like the father of all, we swung from the tree. Wisdom gained father, servitude gained we.
Swung from the tree.
What do you suppose that means?
And here I thought you were good with riddles.
What do I get?
In life we hanged, in death we kneeled, until you freed us with your steel.
So destroying the ravens free their spirits somehow. Good to know.
Free.
Well, free of Odin's control anyway.
How much do we need next? Oh.
We told what we saw, empowered his lies. Good little ravens, good little spies.
So 28's the next one. Then 38, and then the last 48.
If it ain't Freya and her sidekick.
Hello, Brock.
Hitting enemies is a low luck chance to grant healing mist. Wow, that looks cool. I don't have Asgardian ingots yet, though.
You
But
just came to stare?
all right, Half-Life time. Let's go.
Are we off to find that elven sanctum then, or something else?
We certainly can. Though we do have something else that needs our attention. There's still that secret elven library in Alfheim.
Lead the way.
Enough. I remember.
Yeah, so... yeah, we're going to the sanctum. Yes.
Learn some new item recipes.
Let's go, Freya.
Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Hrimthur whispered to you?
Who?
Hrimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason, who disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, Mother.
And now she may tell her own.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half-drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise.
His name was Hrimthur.
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
It is already Ragnarok.
Aye, blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
That's interesting. I was just moving around because I wanted them to finish the story. So yeah, Surtur will use something behind Asgard's Realm Tower.
Freya, I've always wondered, why was Freyr so revered here so quickly upon his first arrival?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Hold. We will finish later.
Got it?
You know, I would have beaten you
What?
earlier, if Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again, find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't.
Yeah. You just gonna let her talk
Much
to
of
you
the
like
sand
that?
has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean
Another half-goofa.
Another?
odd. It looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
The Forbidden Sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela. And another storm to endure.
Yokta.
I remember when Freya and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Halfgoofer. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim.
Forbidden Sands.
Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave!
Hard to see around here.
Jewelry.
Oh? Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I can pull it off.
No.
An elven library.
An archive of knowledge.
No sign of the Light Elves.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day, and we can browse at our leisure.
Yeah, I doubt that, but we'll see.
Look here.
So, these are the Valine schematics, eh?
You know of him.
Aye. One of the most gifted dwarven smiths around. Until he developed
Nice.
conscience, anyhow.
These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War. But restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
Damn, there's a lot of shit here. Jewel of Yggdrasil. Forgotten Tower treasure map. Not sure if I've seen that yet. Consul's Journal.
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. The consul.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text.
I feel like we'll be back.
Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Lata Frambog.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Take it off, man! You've got this!
Fuck.
Begivita. Helga brought it on.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
I'm not killing her. Wow. That's big for Kratos.
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
The vigilant steward of an Alfheim library. Our ally in Vanaheim, Bigvir, told me this steward comes from a long line of elves who followed the same path. Librarians. A library exists to hold and share knowledge. To hide this away, claim it would destroy the light that was from within, is to lack faith in the people who would most benefit from it. Yeah. Let's find this,
I see an entrance! I hope Freyr will appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hofgufa is free. This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
Just. Lovely. What is that?
This kind of hive material is sensitive to sound. How odd.
Ew, I don't like it.
When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive matter.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Hafgifa for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
I'm sure it's not pleasant to be doing this all the
More
time.
hive, but denser. Well, there you go.
Cover! The wee bastard's about to explode!
Enemies to your left!
No, I'm gonna switch from rage to battle. Oh, I need some heal.
Good riddance!
Territory changes hands often in Nalfheim.
Big Veer did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
Can't go this way yet.
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
This is huge.
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Alpha!
I hope freeing these half-goofers will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate.
Right, to get a different angle for that.
I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face once free.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of half-goofers. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in the end. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Given another chance, I know what choice I will make. Good. Almost there.
Come on. Oh. No, this is it.
Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye, back to the surface then.
A pint.
Used in many of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
Freyr's one of them. You be getting high. Whispering slap. Okay. Nemean Crush. Sweet.
The fate of these creatures reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame of...
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but, well, your stories,
What about my story?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
Fair. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect and save those who would open it.
Well, at least it's a relatable story.
Is that Pandora's box he's talking about? I do remember that a little bit.
It appears we've overstayed our welcome in Alfheim.
Time to end this storm.
Yeah, I see you.
comfort. Take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they. Incredible.
Song of the Sands. Wow. Didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit Barrens?
So they sacrifice themselves for their children. Wow. And there they are, a bunch of beautiful.
Freya, earlier you mentioned that Freyr was one of Alfheim's first visitors. Care to elaborate? I wasn't in these lands at the dawn of realm travel.
Well, we believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanaheim. Her name was Gerd, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light. Freyr became immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Gerd to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs. When he wandered, he wandered. And he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls. The elves have never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
Oh, that is bloody hilarious.
I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by Light and Dark Elf alike. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him. So the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him. Even if it meant having to rule.
Yeah, now they're warring all the time. Now that he's gone. Gotcha.
A statue of my brother. How quaint.
Freyr's gift. Hmm. Yeah. I want to do this first.
This statue may have survived Freya's absence, but a truce clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
He didn't create a truce through diplomacy alone. His God, his very presence is what healed this land and allowed peace to take root. But once he left, he had to have known what would happen.
Well, he had good reason to leave. Some jackass convinced his sister to marry a madman.
It's okay, Mimir. You thought you were doing what's best.
These crystals contain their own life.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
How do I drop this? I dropped it before, but there we go.
You said monuments are useless. Why restore this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye. Nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit.
That did something. The ring of crystal shards glow.
Looks like we can read the inscription now as well. In honor of the Enlightened One, may his gift of light shine eternal.
May his gift shine eternal. May his light serve as a beacon of harmony. May peace endure among the elves as we forever bask in its radiant glow.
Ah, gift of light.
Light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Would you look at that? Freyr's gift endures after all. Or should I say, his presence?
You're not funny.
Hey. You were not funny. Kratos is so savage to me. That's funny.
Even when Freyr was actually here, the peace was fragile. Surely a bit of extra light in the desert isn't enough to make it last.
Before I met Faye, I could not imagine a life of peace. After her death, in our travels to Jotunheim, I found peace on my own. It remains my responsibility to make it last.
Perhaps the elves will find peace again one day, even without Freyr's guidance.
His presence continues to guide them. whether they realize it or not.
What is that?
Whoa.
A phantom! Rogue magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell! Look at that thing!
The Alpha! It's
I felt that
vulnerable
one
when
from
it
behind.
loads! Attack the springs! Hurry before it recovers! That won't work yet!
What's your left? Nicely done! Keep on it!
Weaken! Now!
Close in! Attack!
Alpha!
Oh, it got me.
Behind you! Watch out! Need to take out those springs, brother! Brother! Get up! Brother!
Oh. Damn. Okay. Let's try this
What
again.
is that?
Phantom! Rogue magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell! Look at that thing!
Vulnerable when it glows! The Alpha!
Close in! Attack!
The Alpha!
Need to take out those springs, brother!
Close.
I felt that one, brother.
Close in! Attack!
Oh, finish it off, man! Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.
Jesus, that thing was strong.
Perhaps we can bring these two animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard even. Becky and Svanna could use the company. We have kennels.
It would not go well for them. Once a predator becomes accustomed to a land, it is cruel to move them.
I suppose you're right. It just seems lonely out here.
It is peaceful. They have each other. It is enough.
Okay.
You know, Freyr loved to breed Gulan pups in Vanaheim. I wonder if these two are the descendants of the Gulan he brought here long ago.
That explains how they got to the desert. Another gift for the Dark Elves.
The desert door.
I wonder, how'd these two pups end up yoked to the sled?
Ever try flying in a sandstorm?
Old.
I am...
Prepare for a fight.
Impressive!
Gimme, gimme. Interesting. Okay.
gone?
Force of habit, I suppose, since I don't sleep anymore. Although, it's far more confounding that I'm the tired one. I've seen you stay awake for days at a time without so much as a drooping eyelid. Not even a nap.
Gods do not nap.
Oh, tell that to Thor.
Thor naps a lot. Yeah. That makes sense that he does.
Another sleeping troll, courtesy of the dwarves.
Another sleeping troll. Yard store.
Freya, here.
A dawn bloom. You have an interest in botanicals now?
Another key, eh? Sooner or later, we're gonna have to find a lock to put them in.
There's one more somewhere. Over there. Got it. Apple. What a fool.
Oh, lady, I was curious about some of the flora we've encountered on our travels.
And you will remain curious. It's not my job to teach you everything, Mimir.
Look, I was just asking.
And you have been told.
Well, you can say that again.
They told you to shut the hell up. No, not on there.
Behind you, brother!
Lidor, throw your weapon at it!
Behind you!
It's down!
elf architecture. It's massive.
Ah, here we go. Here's the treasure. What's over here? A realm tear. I was seeing one of
Badge
those.
of honor. The elves made a few of these. They'd hang them up outside their dwellings. Show their support for my brother. That's all my brother's tributes.
Would you prefer we hang on to them?
Do what you will. If Freyr didn't bother taking them when he left Alfheim, he wouldn't mind us selling them to the dwarves.
Oh, it's an actual fight.
Behind you, watch out! Behind you, look out!
On your right!
Behind you, look out!
Wow.
Kratos, we need you!
Those guys are a bit tough.
Left leg!
Watch out! Ah, Frozen! What now?
The Alpha!
Get his ass. Tough bastards.
Something is coming, and it's not happy.
Oh my.
Away! The Alpha! Careful, the scale! Come on, Kratos, get up!
No, I'm dead. Well, I will say I did not expect us to get into a boss fight. That's crazy. Maybe I'll come back after I get what I need. Because I'm not even doing any stun damage to him either, so.
Freya, you once revived a giant's corpse to stop a certain fight we won't talk about. Could you call on that power again?
Maybe. Do you have a massive giant's corpse for me to revive?
No?
Well, there you go.
Huh. Do I need to go back to... No, okay. Well, I think we're going to pause it there. Hope y'all enjoyed, and until next time, Dareth Shiral.